Today we are going to discuss the very last part of push-down automata, a very important formula, and it is basically used when a PDA is given to us and they have asked us to convert the PDA into context-free grammar, equivalent context-free grammar. So this is the general procedure that we are going to use to convert a given PDA to context-free grammar. Now, first thing, the input symbols of the given PDA will be the terminals of CFG. So input alphabet set suppose contains A, B. So the terminals of the resultant context-free grammar also will be A, B. That's the meaning of it. Second, if the push-down automata moves from state Qi to state Qj on consuming input A, when Z is on top of a stack, then the non-terminals of the CFG are the triplets of the form Qi, Z, Qj. Okay, so this is very important. How to find out the states of the non-terminals of the given CFG. Okay, suppose we have a transition that is given to us, that is from state Qi, it goes to state Qj on reading A as the input, and when Z is on top of the stack. Now when I say Z, it is Z0, the token. Okay, so the corresponding non-terminal will be Qi, Z, Qj, and we are not going to mention this A. Keep this in mind. Now if Q0 is a start state and QR is the final state, then Q0 Z QR is the start symbol of the CFG. Again, see, I have written Z here, it is basically Z0. So if Q0 is the start state, if QR is the final state, then Q0 Z QR is the start symbol of CFG. Now there are some formulas that we need to remember. These formulas will help you to directly convert the given production into to convert the given transition into the equivalent production. You don't have to think, there is no thought process over here, just substitute the values in the formulas and get the answer. It's very simple. Okay, so now the productions of the CFG can be obtained from the transitions of PDA as shown below. First, now for each transition of the form, now consider this transition. It tells you transition from state Qi on reading A as the input, and when Z is on top of a stack. Now here when I say Z, it need not be the token. This is basically a placeholder for topmost element of the stack. Although I have written Z over here, it does not mean always it will be the token element. This Z here is basically placeholder for topmost element of the stack, whatever topmost element it can be. So transition when you are in state Qi on reading A from the input string, and when Z is on topmost element of the stack, suppose the PDA moves to state Qj, and in this process what it does is it pushes the string AB onto the stack. Now why AB? Please note there are two symbols here. Understood? So Z is basically the topmost element of the stack, and once it is popped out for concatenation, it is called as A. It's so simple, right? So if in the PDA, if the transition is of the type Qi on reading A when Z is on top of the stack, what it does, it goes to state Qj, and the operation performed on the stack is push operation. For every push transitions of this type, you will be using this formula. Okay, now we will introduce production of the form. Now please note, okay, this is a state, this is a non-terminal, this is a non-terminal. Okay, so Qi Z Qk, Qi Z Qk, where Qk and Ql are two more possible values that we have considered, okay, in the formula. Okay, so if the transition is of this type, then we introduce the production of the form Qi Z Qk gives A times Qj A Ql, Ql B Qk. Okay, now it is very simple. You know what is Qi? Qi is the state in which you were in before the transition started. So that Qi, you have to write it here. Z is whatever was the topmost element of the stack just before the transition. So that Z you have to write here. Now Qk I will just tell you now after some time. Okay, Qk. So this will be the non-terminal on the left hand side. Now on the right hand side, it starts with a terminal A, and that A is the currently scanned input. Okay, then Qj is the resultant state, destination state after the transition. Now this A happens to be the element that was popped out of the stack in order to concatenate, and B is the second element, the one which was pushed along with A. Okay, now the question here is, what is this Qk, what is this Ql, Ql and Qk? Other substitutions you can easily make looking at the formula. Okay, now what is Qk and Ql? Qk and Ql, they will be taking all possible values from capital Q, where capital Q is all possible states in the given PDA. Okay, so Qk will take the, suppose there are 3 states in the PDA, that is Q0, Q1, Q2, then Qk will take the value, first it will take Q0, then it will take Q1, then it will take Q2. Similarly Ql, okay, Ql will also take the values, first Q0, then Q1, then Q2. Okay, now for each transition of the form, now the transition, if it is of this form, please note what is this transition. From the start state Qi, on reading A as the input, and when Z is on top of the stack, again Z does not mean the token, Z means any element that is on the top of the stack. Okay, in general Z. Okay, so if the transition of the type from state Qi on reading A and Z on top of a stack, it moves to Qj by pushing null. Remember, null can be also written as epsilon. Whenever you push null, what operation it is? It is called as pop operation. So this formula which we had seen the first previously, that was for push operations. This formula here which we are seeing is for pop operations. Okay, now if the production is of this type, if the transition is of this type, okay, then we introduce the production. You write Qi, then you write Z, and then you write Qj. So Qi, Z, Qj would be the non-terminal on the left hand side, and on the right hand side you just write the current input element A. So this is the formula. Okay, now please note, so if for exam, suppose they have given you the PDA diagram, you will have to convert each transition of this PDA, which you can see visually, into this form. Each transition that you can visually see in the graph that is given to you, in the PDA that is given to you. Okay, you will have to convert the transition in this form. Either it will be of this type or it will be of this type, based on whether it is a push operation performed or based on whether it is a pop operation performed. Now once that is done, if it's a push operation, you will have to use this formula. If it's a pop operation, you will have to use this formula. Now there is one problem. Sometimes there is also something called a NOP, that is no operation, no change operation. So in case of no change operation, okay, neither this formula works nor this formula works. Then what you will have to do? You will have to convert that no change operation into push pop type. Okay, I have already told you what's the meaning of no change operation. Okay, when I say no change operation, if you have a transition of type NOP, no operation, then you will have to convert the single transition into 2 other transitions. The first one will be pop and the second one will be push. Okay, we shall see this in an example. Okay, so we are asked to obtain a context-free grammar for the PDA that is shown below. Okay, now you see these are the transitions that are given in the PDA, right? We consider token as Z0. Please remember, we consider token as Z0, but examiner can also consider that as Z. Some books they use Z as the token. Okay, so it is not a mistake here. I have taken the problem as it is from the source, so that's why please remember there is no mistake. This Z here, it does not mean a placeholder. I had told you here when I write Z, it is a placeholder, but now this is not a generalized thing, this is a problem, specific problem. So when I am writing here Z, it's not a mistake. This Z means it's Z0, it's the token. That means the stack is initially empty. Fine. So to clear the confusion, if you get confusion in exam also, it is always better that if they have given you transitions only, then better draw a PDA side by side and check what exactly the PDA is. Okay, so without wasting time, let us draw PDA. So from Q0, I'm just drawing the transitions for the first transition that is given, textual transition that is given. So from Q naught on reading A, when Z is on top of the stack, that means it is Z naught. Fine. What you do, you push AZ onto the stack. That means A is pushed onto the stack. Okay, so you concatenate the topmost element Z to A, so it becomes AZ, and that you push onto the stack. Okay, so please note, it's not a mistake. Sometimes the token can be also called as Z by the examiner. Now let us see the second textual transition that is given to us. Now see, you are in Q naught state. On reading A, when A is on top of a stack, you remain in Q naught and A still remains on top of a stack. So this is no change operation, right? So I will write that. So from in Q naught state on reading A, and if A is on top of a stack, A still remains on top of a stack. So it is no change operation. Now the third transition that is given to us, from Q naught, when do you go to Q1 state? Okay, this is Q1. So from Q naught, from state Q naught, when B is read, I'll write here, B is read and A is on top of a stack. Okay, then what you do? You pop, see this is basically pop action, right? You pop that A on, which is there on top of a stack, and you go to Q1 state. Okay, and so this is the transition. And finally, when you are in Q1, when nothing is remaining to be read, stack is also empty. Okay, so from Q1 state, when there is nothing remaining to be read, fine, stack is also empty, stack contains Z, fine. So what you do, when there is nothing remaining to be read, stack is also empty, you pop. Sometimes, see, basically I have not taught you that second thing. PDA accepts string in two ways. Okay, PDA accepts any string in two ways. One, by reaching the final state. So all the problems that we have solved so far are the ones wherein we finally end up reaching the final state and we say it is accepted. Okay. While reaching the final state, what we do, if Z0 is on top of the stack, we, for the last transition that takes you to the final state, we make no change operation. Okay, Z0 still remains on top of stack. But second way of accepting the given string is what, that's called as emptying the stack. And the emptying the stack approach, actually the thing is same, but emptying the stack is what, suppose finally when there is nothing remaining to be read, suppose Z0 is on top of stack. Instead of performing no change operation, what we do, we remove this Z0 also out of the stack. Okay, we remove this Z0 also out of the stack. Okay, and so that's a pop operation. The last thing that we do is a pop operation that is being done here, right? So in Q1 state, please note, when nothing is remaining to be read, so what is read? Null is read. And when Z is on top of a stack, you go to Q2, which is a final state. You go to Q2, which is a final state. Now you will notice that I have written null over here. So this is not a mistake. Okay. Usually what we have seen is, we have seen a method wherein reaching the final state is important. So what we used to do, we used to keep Z as it is and we used to go to Q2. That means stack is empty. Now second method of accepting strings in PDA is by emptying the stack. So what we do in the second method, which we have not seen, okay, in the second method, once there is nothing remaining to be read, once stack is also empty, you go to the final state, but while doing that, what we do, we empty the stack also. So Z0, which is a token, that is also removed. It means the stack is fully flushed so that it can freshly start new operation. Okay, that is the only theoretical difference. There is no much difference. So here in this transition, they are using the second approach, emptying the stack approach. So you may feel that there is a mistake here, but there is no mistake. This is just the second method of solving. Okay, please remember, and this is the PDA that is given to us. And it's very clear now that Q0 is the initial state, Q2 is the final state of the PDA. Okay, now let's solve. The problem solution is very lengthy. So in order to curb the time, my limit is 50 minutes maximum. What I have done is I have already solved this problem, and I will be explaining to you in detail how exactly I have solved the problem. Fine. So now, for example, these are the productions which are given. These are the transitions which are given. I'm sorry, this way. if this is given, if diagram is given, you will have to convert each transition into this form. And if this is given, then just for your reference, you can just draw this as a rough work for your reference. Fine. So let's continue. How to solve? So we need to design a CFG for the PDA whose transitions are given here. Now, to obtain a CFG from given PDA, all the transitions should be either of these two forms. Now, the first form is the one wherein the operation that is performed on the stack is push operation. I had just spoken about this. You see, when we are in state Qi, when A is read as input and stack is empty initially, what we do? We go to stack Qj. We go to state Qj by pushing AB onto the stack. So this is a push operation. Fine. Or the transition should be of this type, pop operation. So you see, when we are in state Qi, when A is read as the current input, when the stack contains Z, then we go to Qj and we pop null. That means it's a pop operation. So the formula that we have is either for push operation or pop operation, right? So to obtain a CFG from a given PDA, all the transitions that are given to us, all of them should be either of type push or pop. Now remember, if it is a push operation, okay, if it's a push operation, you will have a concatenation which is shown. Now if you see the first transition, okay, this is of type push. If you see the first transition here, this is of type push, because you can clearly make out that AZ string is pushed onto the stack. Now if you see the second operation here, see, when you are in Q0 state, when A is the current input symbol, stack top contains A, you remain in the same state and A still is on top of a stack. So this is what operation? This is a no change operation, or this is NOP, no change operation or NOP. Now remember, the formulas that are given to us, they are only for push and pop. There is no formula that is defined for this kind of transition, NOP, right? So as I told you previously, if you have NOP, then that NOP transition you will have to convert it in terms of pop and push. The actual meaning of NOP is what? A is popped out and the same A is then pushed back. So this one transition which is of type NOP, which we just noticed, we'll have to convert it in two other transitions. One will be pop transition, other will be push transition. We'll see that. Fine. So the second transition we need to change. Now third and fourth transitions are very simple. They are all pop operations. Very simple. They are all pop operations. Why? Because null is involved. Okay, you are pushing null into the stack. Okay. Now in the given transition, except the second transition, all other transitions are in the required form. Either they are in push or pop. Therefore, we have to convert. This is the transition which was, which is in NOP. Why? Because A was on top of a stack, A still remains on top of a stack. So we have to convert this, okay, to the above form, either push form or pop form. Now notice that it is NOP, and NOP can be converted as follows. Now what I have done, okay, here first I am doing what? I am popping A out. Okay, so I am writing the same thing. So initially we are in Q0 state. A is the current input symbol, right? And A is on top of a stack. So first what I do, I pop. Now since I am popping, I have included another state called as Q3. So after popping out, the machine will go to Q3 state, extra state which was not there earlier, right? So what I do, this A is popped out. So when A is popped out, what is pushed inside? Null is pushed inside, and we go to Q3 state. Now it is in this Q3 state, A is again pushed back. Okay, so in Q3 state, now remember, when you are pushing A back onto the stack, okay, remember, very important, you are not reading any input symbol. So I have introduced a new state Q3 for popping A out. So after popping A out, the machine is in Q3 state, and now in this Q3 state again we are pushing A back. Now while pushing A back, so after popping this A out, what has happened? Stack is empty. So what is there on top of the stack? Z, not Z0, because in the problem they have mentioned it as Z, not Z0. So I will write Z only. So after popping this A out, the stack is empty now. Z is on top of the stack token. After pushing A back, okay, we come back to the same state Q0. Okay, so we started from Q0, we come back to Q0. Fine. So from Q0, after A being pushed out, we went to Q3 state, and then in Q3 state, after pushing A back, we came back to Q0 state. So from Q0, we remain in Q0. A is read, A is still read, the same input is read, and what we have done, we have achieved no change operation. So what we will do, we will remove we will remove this one transition, which is NOP, and in place of this transition we will replace transition 1 and transition 2. We will be replacing, right? So the given PDA can be now written using the new transition as follows. So these were the original 1, 2 and 3, that is A, D and E were the original ones, and now we have done the replacement, and B, C are the new replaced ones for no change operation. Okay, and now the task is very, very simple. The formulas are there in front of you. We have to just substitute and get the productions. Okay, we look at the newly converted transitions that we have now. Okay, when we look at the newly converted transitions that we see now, okay, I think B, D and E, these are the three, B, D and E, these are the three transitions where it is straightforward pop operations, straightforward pop operation. So since B, D and E are involving pop action, therefore we are going to use this formula which I have just told you. The formula is very simple. If the transition is of form Qi from state Qi on reading A, and if Z is on top of the stack. Now again here, this Z over here in the general formula is not the it's not the token. This Z is the topmost element of the stack. Okay, whereas in the problem, whenever Z is there, it's a token. Fine. Z is just a placeholder. So from a particular state Qi on reading A, and if Z is on top of a stack, what we do? We go to Qj by popping this Z out. Now equivalent production of this is what? You just write Qi, you write Z, and you write Qj. So that will be a non-terminal on the left hand side, and this A that remains, you just write on the right hand side of the production. So this is a production. So using this simple formula, okay, I am writing each production. The first production, Q0 A equal to Q3 null. I am just using the formula. It can be written as Q0 A Q3. So that is Qi Z Qj. Now here Q3 is Qj, this is Qi. So Q0 A Q3 implies A. Just use the formula. Similarly, Q0 B A can be written as Q1 epsilon or null, can be written like this. And third one, this one can be written like this. You can just have a look at the converted productions. Simply I have used this formula. If the transition is of this type, I have used this formula. Just rearrange the term and write. There is no other calculation. Pure remembering business. Okay, so we have P1, P2, P3. These are the three productions that we obtained. Now, after considering 1, 2, 3, there are two productions, that is production A that remains and production C that remains, that we need to consider. They are now push kind of productions. So which formula will I use? I will have to use this formula. This is also simple remembering task, nothing else. I'll just show you. Okay, we consider the transition. Okay, we are considering this transition now, del of Q0 AZ, Q0 AZ. So we are considering this transition. Now this is of type push, right? It is a push transition. So, so the formula that we are going to use will be of the push transition of this type. Okay, so I just match each term. So in the transition that is given, what is Qi? Qi is Q0, A is A only, Z, which is nothing but a placeholder for the topmost element. Now currently it is Z0, that is Z. Okay, then Qj is Q0. A happens to be A and B happens to be Z in my case here. So if the transition is of this type, then we introduce production of this type. Now in this production, wherever Qi is there, you substitute it. Okay, then A here, Z here, Qj here, this A is here, this B is here. Now what remains is what is Qk, what is Ql. Fine. So Qk and Ql will take all possible values of capital Q. What is capital Q? Capital Q stands for the number of states in the given PDA. Now the PDA diagram that we had drawn, in that you must have noticed that there were three states, Q0, Q1 and Q2. There were three states in the PDA that we had drawn. here, Q0, Q1 and Q2. There were 3 states. But when this no change operation we had modified into push and pop operation, remember we had introduced a extra state Q3. So now if you ask me what are the states of the PDA, these 3 states, and after modification PDA would have been also modified, okay, which we did not draw. So now what is Q? In my case now what is Q? Q will be 4 states altogether, that is Q0, Q1, Q2, and Q3 is the state that we introduced. So Qk and Ql, they will take all possible values from capital Q. So what values Qk and Ql takes then? Both these can take the value. First QL will be Q0, then QL will be Q1, QL will be Q2, QL will be Q3. Similarly Qk first will be Q0, then it will increment to Q1, then Q2, then Q3. Now the formula is to be applied in such a way that first what we do, first we say that our Qk, okay, let Qk be equal to Q0. So first what we do, first we assume that Qk equal to Q0. So we consider Qk equal to Q0. Now when Qk is Q0, Ql will take all these values. First it will take Q0, then Q1, then Q2, then Q3. So if you see here, what in the formula, here there is Qk and at the end here there is Qk. So in the first substitution that I have written, you see Qk, in place of Qk I have written Q0 because initially Qk takes Q0. So wherever Qk is there I have written Q0. Okay, and also in the end of the transition, here also there is replacement, I have written Q0. Here also I have written Q0. Here also Q0. Here also Q0. So all Qk's have been replaced by Q0. Okay, so first Qk takes the value of Q0. Now what value QL takes? So these 4 terms have come because QL takes 4 different values. So first when Qk is Q0, QL takes 4 different values. So for each value we have got a different term. So you see Qk is Q0, but QL here in the first term, QL takes the value of Q0. So QL takes the value Q0, Q0. Qk will be Q0 only. In the second term, Qk remains Q0, but QL takes the value of Q1. So Qk remains Q0 only, but QL, which was earlier Q0, QL, which was earlier Q0, now QL takes the value of Q1. So QL takes the value of Q1. So wherever QL is there, I have written Q1 in the second term. In the third term, see Qk will remain Q0 only, no issue. But QL, in the second term, it was taking the value of Q1. In the third term, QL will take the value Q2. So wherever QL is there, I have written Q2, Q2. Qk still remains Q0 only. And the fourth term is basically because of the next value of QL, that is Q3. So in the fourth term, QL will take the value of Q3. Qk will remain Q0 only. Fine. So if you can identify, you can see that since Qk takes 4 different values, that's why this is one production. I have named it as P4. This is one production called as P4, where Qk takes the value of Q0. Then Qk is incremented to the next state. So Qk takes Q1. Again QL takes 4 different values. That's why in the second production that we have obtained here, since QL take 4 values, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. And what happens? In the first term QL is Q0, in the second term QL is Q1, in the third term QL is Q2, and in the fourth term QL is Q3. Whereas Qk is what? Wherever Qk occurs in the second production, that is P5, wherever Qk occurs, Qk takes the value Q1. So Q1, Q1, Q1 and Q1. Fine. Then Qk is incremented by 1. So now Qk is Q2. But QL again takes 4 values. So this production over here also, wherever Qk is there, Qk will be substituted with Q2. 4 places. But QL, in the first term QL will be 0, Q0. In the second term QL will be Q1, in the third term QL will be Q2, and in the fourth term QL will be Q3. Then when Qk is incremented still by 1, okay, Qk by now it has taken the value Q0, then it has taken Q1, then it has taken Q2, and now Qk finally takes the value Q3. So when Qk takes the value Q3, again QL takes 0, 1, 2 and 3, 4 values. That's why 4 terms. So when Qk is Q3, QL in the first term takes the value 0. In the second term it takes the value 1, in the third term it takes the value 2, in the fourth term it takes the value 3, right? So now I will just show you one substitution. This is the transition that is given to us. So in this transition, okay, what is Qi? Just let us substitute and see for ourselves. Okay, first of all, Qi happens to be Q0. This is Qi, correct? Now this is A, this is Z, correct? This is Qj, this is Qj, this is A, and this is B. Okay, from this formula I have just done the substitution. So what is Qi? Qi is Q0. So in the formula first, Qi Z Qk. So wherever Qi is there, it will be always Q0. Q0. What is Z? In my case, Z will be Z only. Qk. Now initially Qk is Q0. So write Q0. Implies A. What is Qj? In my formula, Qj is Q0 again. So I write Q0 here. What is A in my formula? In my formula, A is A only. So write A. And QL. Now when Qk is Q0, initially QL also starts with Q0. So in this first term, QL will be Q0. So I have written Q0 here. Fine. I have written Q0 here. Then, so Q0 here. Then this term is also QL. So that is Q0. Now what is B? In my case, B is Z. So I write Z. And what is Qk? Qk is Q0 only. So this is how the first term is written. Now notice that in the second term, substitutions will be same. So wherever there is Qj, okay, Qj will be replaced with Q0. Now for example, in the second substitution, it starts with QL. In the second substitution, it starts with A again. So I write A. Then Qj. Qj will be Q0. So I have written Q0 here. Qj is Q0. So I have written Q0 here. Then A will be A only. So I have written A. Then QL. Now in the previous term, QL was 0, Q0. So now QL should be Q1. So I have written Q1. Then the next term here, it starts with QL. So QL, I will repeat the same value, Q1. Then what is B? In my case here, B is nothing but Z. So I have written Z here. And Qk, what is Qk? Qk is Q0 only. So this is how the second term is written. Then in the third term, everything will remain same, but only thing is that in the third term, QL will be Q2. Similarly, in the fourth term, everything will be same, but in place of QL, it will be Q3. Right? So remember, since Qk here takes 4 values, that's why we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 productions. Each production will have different values of Qk. And since QL is having 4 values here, that's why for each production we have 4 terms, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so you have to just do the substitution, and this is how you are going to obtain. Similarly, using the same formula for C, for transition C, which is also a push type, okay, using the same formula, the productions can be converted in the similar fashion. Same way. So therefore, the productions of the resultant grammar are from P1 to P11. So total you have 11 productions. Okay. For this push operation, for the push operation, we had 4 productions. For C, for A push transition A, we had 4 productions. Then for push transition C, we have 4 productions, 4 for 8. Okay, and for the null productions transition, we have 3 productions, that is P1, P2, P3. So altogether, how many productions are there in the final CFG? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So total productions are 11 productions. Total productions are there, 11 productions. And the start symbol, as I have already told you in the formula, start symbol will be always written this way, where Q0 is the start state of the PDA, Q2 is the final state of the PDA, and Z is the token. Z is the token. So this is always the start symbol of the PDE. I would like to advise the students to please go through these formulas carefully, trace it for yourself, okay, and then go through this video and try to solve it yourself, okay. Actually, for this kind of problems, it is pure substitution of the formulas and there is no more logic required, and that's why I have solved it previously, okay, and I am just showing you how it is solved. So you have to just refer to this and do it. Thank you.